Let's get some music first, and now we can go into another match of the Settlers 4 World Championship 2025 in the 1-0 bracket of the Swiss stage, second round. We are having we have playing in orange the Marion, the orange Marion as SF Antimaterie against Kaizen TLB as the blue Roman. They're playing on the Buddle map Happy. And yeah, let's have a look. I'm casting this match as I know SF Antimaterie is quite prepped for these matches. And I don't know about Kaizen, but I do know that Kaizen isn't a bad player for sure. Now we're seeing the two medium houses, some saws, some stone cutters, towers, stuff you'd expect to be seeing. And we're having a Mayan. So the thing is, I know that SF Antimaterie is prepped, but I only know him being prepped on Vikings, so I'm actually quite surprised to see Mayans here. I'm interested to see how the Mayans will go. We're seeing a start with multiple small houses, which is already a variation from the medium houses that Kaizen is playing. We're seeing stone cutters and lots of stone mines, currently 3. Maybe they're gonna be even more. And 3 sawmills, okay. All the houses being crushed. I feel like he isn't building as much as he should, as he could. I mean, he does have plenty of wood laying around, but is kind of missing the stone until the stone mines are actually done. So maybe not actually, like, I think he is building enough for now, as you don't want to have lots of ruins standing around where only wood is used so far. On Kaizen's side, we're also already seeing the first few woodcutters and foresters coming up, as the stone mines are as well. Do you feel like we're having a little bit of a stone shortage right now? Like there's no stone, the starting tower anymore, and I do not know the costs for these, but 1 stone seems not that much, but there was also like 4 planks. 4 planks, 1 stone might actually be enough. That does sound like a amount it could cost. Wow. The Mayan stone mine costs 3 wood and 2 stone. I didn't know that the Mayans just need more wood for their stone mine than stone. One of the few buildings they need more wood than stone for, if not the only one. At least I don't know a single other building that does that. Maybe the other mines? No. That just doesn't exist. It's a little bit off topic. But it's interesting. We're having a longer lag. Kaizen is... it's rough. That does look like a disconnect. And there ain't anything we can do about that. Okay. Let's go back into it. Okay, so now I can just not have my detour with Mayan Mayan building costs. Yeah, same thing as I saw before here. The first few foresters, woodcutters are coming in now. And we did see on the last save that the stone mine is finishing. Oh, I have a fatal error. I can luckily just ignore it. And I will do that. Not gonna click that fatal error unless we're having another case of a disconnect or anything like that. I always love the fatal arrows that can just run in the background and don't affect your gameplay. I'd love to see stop and start on these sawmills here, so the logs from the forest down here can immediately be carried to the sawmills. A little bit of a niche thing to optimize, but it isn't a thing that, especially for the starts, matters quite a lot. Like, this saw could have already started working and would have already been able to produce a full plank in a time the settlers brought the logs over. It is even more important when you don't have settlers standing at these woodcutters that just finished, and you don't necessarily have those settlers standing there, but if the settlers are standing there, it isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, we're moving 2 stone mines for the Roman, for Kaizen. We have 3. Same 3, not anymore. We're seeing a storage. I'm wondering if that's gonna be a stone storage or if it's gonna be whatever storage, like, we don't know. We're now seeing the first few foresters and woodcutters actually come in, but also seeing that there's still a little bit of a lack of stone, as he's only very slowly starting to build things. These stone mines, 1 of them, no, 2 of them, 3 of them, all of them actually. All of them are actually already having workers in them. So they are producing stone. He is towering quite aggressively down the middle, which I'm a little bit surprised by, because you do kind of want to get to the stone fields. He isn't towering on the sides whatsoever. Isn't doing any effort to go above the mountain. Oh, I'm just realizing we don't have a timer. Just wanted to like check out what time we're having, but yeah, like, he isn't really trying to. Maybe he built a tower there, which makes me think maybe he wants to go over there. That stone isn't really in a spot where you build a lot of things. These stone fields aren't really that much either. These, I think, are really amazing to build your heavy industry around this area. Like, you're going to place a lot of heavy industry down here. And I'm, as a Trojan at least, and I'm playing Trojan, you also place a lot of heavy industry above of it, because you just don't have space. Space is a huge issue as the Trojans. Now here we're seeing some more medium houses. Well, here I think, yeah, still continuing with the small houses, which, you know, they're actually the same efficiency in terms of like wood, basically. In general, the same efficiency. The settlers come out a little quicker, but you're getting 5 less settlers. The thing I would have liked to only have 1 rotation of small houses at the beginning and then go into medium houses, as they are more efficient and you really can afford it in the beginning. Or not right in the beginning, but like at this point you can afford medium houses quite well. The water eco is coming up like really nicely. I feel like this is a great start, and so far it kind of feels like he's a little quicker, but I mean now all these come in, the stone is producing, so stuff is gonna scale up quite quickly for Antimaterie here. Having 1 striking settler, 2 striking settlers. Not too many striking settlers overall though. What is running around there? 2 bowmen. Some thieves are scattering. So far we are only seeing thieves from Kaizen, as I think he's wanting to cover all the spots where he could walk over, trying to see if he can see anything. But nobody so far has really covered the center to make sure that no thieves are coming through. So far both players could just send some thieves through to gain some vision and gain some scouting information. To be fair, right now there isn't much to scout. Like, oh wow, he's building stone mines. Oh wow, he's also building stone mines. Crazy gameplay. That hunter looks like he's quite close to the forest. Like, usually a lot of animals are going to be down here, like lots of them. But placing it all the way up there, I feel like I could have placed it like here, at least. It is fine nonetheless. We're seeing 5 saws for the Marion right now, for Antimaterie. 6, 8, 10, 11. Don't think 11 doesn't really sound like a number that should be able to produce enough logs for 5 saws. On this side we so far have only 4 saws, but already the first 2 grain farms coming up. Are those coming up this quickly just for the stone mines? I don't know if I do know that I'm not liking it. It's not an I don't know if I like it, there's just no way I'm liking it. Just build your 2 fishes. They're much cheaper and they also can handle your stone mines. Yeah, I'm very much not liking this. You don't have to use your bread on the stone mines either, but... We're getting the 6th saw now. Oh, yeah, 5th and 6th saw. And the wood eco is still growing. And I mean, these grain farms, it's not like they're... Like, even if you build the grain farms, you're not going to build the rest of the production line immediately. So I guess it's kind of fine. Does work out. There might be little, like a few... Yeah, I think not enough forests so far. We have like 3 that could handle this, which that would work. Yeah, like this side would work. This side actually does work as well. I guess the forests just came really late because it just looks like there are just no trees anymore. I usually don't really greed on my forester timing at all, so I'm just not used to seeing the forests get that small. But in the end, the forests are standing. There are still some more trees to cut through, so should be totally fine. Now with the 6th saw, he does go into the 3rd farm already. I mean, that must be 3rd farm, right? That's not gonna be like a large house. I think large house would need to be a little bit more there. And would also be very weird placement for large house, I feel like. We're seeing this toolsmith now come in. It's probably why we're only seeing 3 grain farms so far and not 4, as the toolsmith is kind of delaying the 4th, as you do need another scythe produced from a toolsmith to be able to build the 4th one. I don't like the aggressive placement of the grain farms. Like, I'm saying aggressive placement because it's towards the enemy, but you can't really play aggressive with your grain farms being at the front. Like, they don't do anything at the front. Usually people place them at the opposite side of the enemy, which is the way I'd prefer. I think that is the much better approach. So yeah, it's not a big deal, I'd say. You will still be, as Romans especially, like, you don't have issue with space. You can build all your heavy industry, build your barracks at the front. But maybe, just maybe, he isn't even planning to do that. Maybe Kaizen is like, everybody plays rushes, nobody knows how to play late game on this map. I'm playing late game, intentionally placing my barracks at the back. I'd actually quite like that. I also know that we already have saboteurs and stuff like that immediately allowed, so you can take damage. But you can like easily get like 5 extra minutes of production, which, you know, if you build a building, have a build that has its peak at the 45th minute mark, it's really nice having 5 more minutes of those production. Then the saboteurs are coming in because nobody has them ready immediately at peacetime. That just doesn't exist. People are way too busy trying to get high numbers of soldiers and combat power. Don't run in with saboteurs, and if so, it's like 3, and 3 don't really kill any buildings in any meaningful time. You can kill a few mines, sure, but in the end you can just replace them on the other side. If you even build them at the front there. Yeah. And then you can come in with your better timing and try to push it out with a good combat line, as you can stand in your own buildings, crush your own buildings. You can kind of do a little bit there. So I'd be interested to see if we had something like that, but realistically I'm just not expecting it. Okay, so far with the 3 grain farms, we already have the mill. I think these are gonna be the bakeries. Are these 4 bakeries? That would be a little too many, I'd say. Maybe there's like a medium house here as well. Do we have any water so far? That is gonna be the water work, I'm pretty sure, with 2 fisher huts at the river at the start. The bread is starting to run dry on the stone mines. The coal mines are probably gonna work with just existing, being built, doing their 10 free rounds of production. Because there's no bread available yet. Oh, this is another mill. Fair enough, fair enough. So mill and then 3 bakeries, I assume. Yeah, he is taking all the gold from the middle. Antimaterie has no... doesn't attempt to take it at all. That fisher looks like it's kind of rough. Like that one will work well for like 10 minutes and then starts to work relatively poorly. We're seeing the grain farms for Antimaterie be on the backside. One of them has only like now started seeding. And here we already have them collecting the grain. So we're gonna see the first bread be produced by the Roman that is supposed to be a little slower, but doesn't seem to be slower. Well, on the other side, we're serving the 5 sawmill. Ooh, the wood is overflowing a bit. There is that 4th. I don't feel like this is very well planned through. Maybe it is, but like having so much wood laying around just looks a little off. Like I'd imagine it'd be like better calculated where you have less wood overflowing. Usually people have stone overflowing and not wood, as wood is like the more complex thing to produce. So all the buildings you build for that, you really want to be worth it, to be efficient, while stone's like, oh, you build one more stone cutter than what you need, and oh, well, who cares? It's a single stone cutter, that doesn't cost too much. But, yeah, this is kind of like, I mean, he does have stone as well, laying around, but bread is not coming anytime soon. These are gonna have their bread eaten up very soon. 2 fishers are not enough for 4 stone mines whatsoever. Coal is needed as well for the toolsmiths. I am judging it right now, but this might just like barely work out, and it's just... Oh, wait, we have 4 fishers down here. Yeah, I think this will work out. It's very tight and doesn't feel quite right to me, but maybe it is. I don't really know if this is the optimal way to play, and I just don't know it. It is quite tight though, for sure. Okay, on this side we're now seeing the first bakeries being finished up, producing the first bread. We have fish in the stone mines carrying them through. Coal with... Well, there's already 1 weaponsmith, interesting. But yeah, these coal mines are probably getting the initial bread. Maybe there isn't even any bread on stone anymore and they're just running on fish. Would make sense as well, does work. Especially as we don't have any... Oh no, we do have 1 gold mine. I assume there's a tower. This... Also a tower, I don't have anything else in mind that it would be. But we have... Oh, this is the hunter. This is the hunter. We don't have a hunter here yet. Yes, we don't have a hunter. So yeah, this is the hunter. And we're gonna probably see some more fishers down there. But this is like a very small starting economy to really push for like very solid peacetime timing. Like already producing the first weapons at the 16-minute mark is kind of crazy. But you also need to consider this weaponsmith isn't actually running. So that's rough. We're missing a little bit of coal for the iron smelters, produce enough iron so that both of the buildings are running. Technically they code we have 4 iron bars on the toolsmith, but most people have it so that the toolsmith is overflowing with everything, because the toolsmith is overflowing with stuff. You're only missing out on 7 iron, yeah, 7 iron bars that are too many on a toolsmith, and 7 Coal, that is too many on the toolsmith. If you have your weaponsmiths overflowing before anything goes anywhere else, it's an absolute catastrophe. That just doesn't work. And you're losing out on so much coal and iron bars that could have been used for the stuff. But yeah, we're seeing a few more heavy industry expansions. Gold mine is overflowing. Not quite as perfectly planned out as you'd love to see it. Some more medium houses. Are settlers under control? Yeah, I'd say they are under control, considering that these already have all the materials gonna be built now, and then plenty of settlers are going to come out and solve any shortage that might happen. Like, it's very tight. Like, this one just started running. The iron smelter finished up. As soon as somebody's in that building, we're gonna have 8 iron be carried over. Coal is already going to be carried, so that doesn't make a difference. But yeah, this should overall look fine. Yeah, we have some more down there. And it is, as I was thinking, a defensive barracks. Now, it might as well be that he just practiced it this exact way, didn't realize, oh, I'm on the right side. And now he played it this way, and he's gonna expect... No, he knows that his enemies to the left. He definitely knows. He took the gold bars and is scouting to the left. There's no way he doesn't know. So it is 100% intentional that he's placing the barracks at the back. Which is valid. Oh, that is spicy. That's interesting to see. Why did I? Shipyard, right? Yeah, shipyard. That's interesting to see a shipyard at the top. Or Kaizen here. I'm wondering if it's gonna be a ferry or if it's gonna be a warship. We don't see a munition maker. Yeah, ammunition maker is so far missing. We had some combat music, so I'm assuming some thieves snuck in from Antimaterie. As there are probably some thieves somewhere around this settlement, like 8 thieves. I don't think they're all back here. I think like all the entrances are covered with a thief, just to get some vision. And I don't think there are any thieves inside the settlement. Okay, what do we have here? Yes, so the first bits of heavy industry are coming in for Antimaterie as well, with 4 grain farms into the heavy industry. The grain farms are not producing the bread for the stone mines. Stone mines are solely carried through fishermen. 8 fisher huts already. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that works out, you know. That's quite expensive though as well. Interesting. Oh, these are offensive. Most people place their... Oh, some more combat music. Most people place their barracks over here, between the mountains, kind of like the entrance of a settlement. This is just straight up the front door, like it's in front of the front door. It's like somebody wants to get in there and occupy them, they just walk over the middle and they're there. So 2 completely opposite approaches in terms of the barracks placement, and therefore kind of the place they're orientating themselves for. Let's see who will have the upper hand with that. In the end, the distance between the barracks isn't insanely long, because one of them places some incredibly offensive, and this defensive placement isn't like as far back as it could be. There's still potential for it to be even further back. Okay, let's have a little bit more of a closer look. So coal is looking fine, iron is fine, I think we're missing so far a little bit of the gold. I mean, we have 3 golds. Yeah, so gold right now, like these are coming up, but gold... Currently weapons are gonna overflow for Antimaterie, for sure. Like there's no other way around it right now. We need to see way more gold smelters coming in. Coal production, I think so far looks quite fine and should be able to manage the amount of heavy industry coming in. Settlers looks decent as well. Sawmill still overflowing, still not enough stones, still doesn't make me feel good about the builder. You just build 4 saws if you are not gonna use one of them. This one is even full as well. Yeah, quite rough and a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see if that even matters. He is playing a very peacetime orientated build so far. I mean, honestly, it's mostly standard now that I'm thinking about it. You build 4 grain farms and then you go into heavy industry. That's very standard. I feel like what Kaizen plays is relatively peacetime orientated because those 3 grain farms were standing incredibly early. He's gonna have lots of bread with only 3 grain farms. Like, I feel like these grain farms might be able to rival the 4 grain farms of the Mayan, and you just build 1 less. You build less bakery, you build less everything. Not everything, because you build 2 mills, so that's a little unfortunate. But you're building less buildings than you usually do. Just with like slightly bit of a change up in the order of placing the buildings. It's only 6 saws, so like this isn't that much either. Yeah, maybe we still have like 3 axes laying around, so you definitely could have built a 7th saw with 3 more woodcutters. Are these woodcutters actually fully running? This looks not like a dense forest at all. I mean, maybe they are just working perfectly fine. We have enough logs anyway, so it's not like that matters really that much anyways. It seems some gold smelters, weapons, 2nd weaponsmith. I mean, there was a little bit of weapons produced before already. We're seeing some swords. These might either be medics or are gonna be some swords that are trying to do some action on the map. How many fisher huts do we have? 4, I guess, yeah. 4 ain't too bad. Especially, I don't think we have that. Gold mines, stone mines. Yeah, 4, totally enough. The 3 of them are basically covering the stone mine. 1 is covering the 2 gold mines. And it's totally fine. And another barrack at the front. Interesting. This is kind of like having main barracks and then an offensive barrack if he's seeing he can try to do something. That's an interesting approach and makes me feel like that the way he built his settlement is wrong, but you never know. I don't know, this placement just looks so perfectly optimal, as in like this is your end of your what's it called? The end of your settlement, and you're gonna like build from there further and further till you're at the enemy. Looks like a very standard build up. We're seeing literally the exact same thing here, and it's on the back. You have your grain farms, you have the bottom more, like this is actually a little further left, but you could imagine just 1 more grain farm down here instead of there. You have your bakery, like mill, get a little closer and you'd have the exact same build up. But yeah. Are these 4 barracks? No. It's 1, 2, 3. Thought there was like... I mean, there used to be a barrack down here. This place. There was like 1, 2... I was expecting 3 and some others didn't get to get to be dirt. Well, it's 3 barracks, 6 storages, so he's able to store quite a few weapons and gold before he actually needs to produce his first soldier. And with 3 barracks you can produce out of your storage quite quickly. That seems to be quite fine. Okay. Seeing more heavy industry. Let's do a checkup right now. Who has more heavy industry standing? So we have 4 weaponsmiths on Kaizen's side, on the Roman side. I don't think I'm seeing any other weaponsmiths. Yeah, I don't. Goldsmiths with 2, 4, 5. Only 5, right? 6 actually. 7th just came up. And on Antimaterie, the Mayan side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weaponsmiths already. So many more. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8? What is this? Like, you need more gold smelters than what you need weaponsmiths to produce only tier 3 soldiers. Are we gonna see some tier 2 soldiers? That's very weird. Bread's still looking fine. Yeah, I mean, the meat just absolutely completely looks fine. Like, no issue with that at all whatsoever. I do not know why you build 9 gold mines when you have only 8 gold smelters. And there aren't any other. You have only these 8 gold smelters. 9, sorry. We were at 9 apparently. Maybe, no, this one just finished up. No, maybe it didn't because the stuff would be behind. I don't know, it's 9. Doesn't really make a big doesn't really make a big difference. I can't talk. But yeah, 9 on 9, which is like all of them are overflowing. For 9 you need like, I don't know, maybe probably like, I don't know exactly how fast Mayan are, but you wouldn't really need more than 6. Definitely don't need more than 6, and 6 sounds pretty okay, I think. Maybe 5 only. Okay, we're seeing some ferries. So he does want to do some weird sneaky backdoor action. I'm wondering what he's gonna fill it with. The shipyard has been paused now. We have so many stone. I would have liked these ships to be built much later, as we just put in like 6 planks and 4 iron bars, maybe? I don't know the exact cost, but like you just put in some resources into them that you just don't have to put into them now. You could put them in later and use them for some more heavy industry. As we just saw, he doesn't have that many weaponsmiths running so far. He is quite low on the weaponsmith count. And honestly, having such offensive barracks, if we're gonna see a turret here, what, a tower, usually most people would call it, there isn't much to get back here, because like this is so offensive that he can walk halfway over, and the distance back to his own tower is like very short. Like you'd land here, he's here, and you're like, oh well, I just walk back. Easy defend. But it would be quite interesting to see if Kaizen is just gonna... I mean, how many are we filling in these? I think 60, right? I think it's 60 that we have as a setting here. I don't remember exactly what we, as the organizers, were agreeing on in the end. Because we were kind of thinking like, this map, it's kind of like, ships are a little meh. Like if you wait long enough, the entire coast will have buildings, and at that point, warships are amazing. Before that, though, ships aren't that crazy, and I mean honestly, they are amazing. I think you can get into there. I think this isn't blocking, so you can shoot like these 3 heavy industry buildings. You can shoot these 3 for sure. This one I think as well. Get rid of the stone cutters. Like here you'd crush so many buildings. It's actually criminal. Now that I think about it, when I play, I have all my buildings at the coast as well. Like there's one warship coming over here along the coast, just ripping half my heavy industry. That'd be quite bad. We're now actually seeing some more weaponsmiths come in for Kaizen. I think he's currently lacking a little bit of the coal, like only... Oh wait, with 2, 2, 4, 2, yeah. Probably is kind of fine. Does need to scale them up quite soon though. Wanted to check, do we have even more heavy industry? We did get more gold. Yeah. 9 weaponsmiths. I feel like there are not gonna be more weaponsmiths as Brett is running really low on these mines. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, 16 gold smelters sounds like you're now gonna overproduce a bit of gold to get back the weapon, like the shortage of gold. Which sounds very reasonable. I mean, you're gonna have to build them some order. I think most people try to keep them kinda even, but prioritizing one over the other is totally fine as well. Don't think I've seen any settlers issues on either side so far, which is nice. I would have liked a 7th saw for Kaizen though, because he has a full storage of stone. He would have definitely been able to keep up with the 7th saw. Antimaterie still has a saw that just keeps its entire stack of planks, whereas stone just isn't really overflowing whatsoever. So yeah, that's a little rough. Now, so if we look at the tower situation here, like we did see the swords are walking up to the ferries. I feel like he's gonna try to do a snipe. He's probably gonna have, yeah, he has multiple towers around his island. His plan is to delay the enemy as much as possible and just kill him. At least that's what I'm thinking. And with that, I'm hoping he has impeccable scouting. He did have thieves almost the entire time. He currently has 19 thieves. I'm wanting to check if these thieves are like somewhere in his settlement. Easy to see. Like they just picked up some stuff from a building place, something. Doesn't look like it. So I'm assuming he has an amazing vision. Let's have a check if we can find any thieves around here. We're seeing one thief over there. Probably missing some as well. Wouldn't surprise me. There might also just be some in the trees and we just literally can't see them. That's the high value thief. The thief that scouts. What are the towers at the back? Ah, there are towers at the back. And I think, yeah, that's like the only thieves I saw. There's one coming over from Antimaterie right now. He has like some here in the back that are chilling around. Yeah, most of the thieves are coming from these places. So he doesn't have crazy vision. They aren't all on this side. But he does have some vision here and there. And has probably has a rough idea where the towers of Antimaterie are. Antimaterie so far has only, I think, the tower here at the front. Yeah. So this is very... Like, this isn't even close to the barracks. Like, this is quite a bit of a distance between the barracks, the tower. And the soldiers are here at the bottom, so it's kind of fine. They're kind of defending the most dangerous angle for soldiers to come in from. But it is still quite risky. Like if he goes actually in, the swords pop out from here. They could just literally go up and kill it. Very quickly, very efficiently. Still filling up the ferries a bit more. Heavy industry still isn't expanded crazy. Yeah, I mean he does only have 3 grain farms, so I guess it makes sense. And he's like building up to 6. But the grain farms for Antimaterie are not coming in. I assume this is just perfectly... It's actually running... Yeah, he is running out of coal for the iron smelter, so he's gonna run out of weapons. So he's gonna have gold overflow. This... There aren't gonna be much more weapons coming in. He is definitely gonna crack the 200. I say definitely, I'm not really sure. Honestly, no, he isn't cracking the 200. Oh wait, he's cracking the 200 soldiers, but not the 200 tier 3 soldiers. That's a little bit of a difference. Only 153 for Kaizen, the Roman right now. We are seeing beautifications being built for Antimaterie as well. Yeah, these swords have to make it happen. And I mean, I think this is the game plan. Like, it looks so prepared. You have defensive, but you also have an offensive barracks. I really like that you're like kind of making him kind of pick up some like. Really need a lot of soldiers to cover the entire island because you have barracks over here, you have towers everywhere. I am only missing like a tower over there. He literally crushed. You paused it for half the game to then crush it. Just crush it earlier. Why later? Why swim up and not here? Or maybe here? Come from 2 angles. I wouldn't mind having 60 swordsmen pop out here, 60 swordsmen pop out here, and then just swoop, coming from both sides. Very effective way to attack. We're having 1 tower now in the back as well, so it's now a little bit harder to finish Antimaterie and win the game. But I like the odds for Kaizen to do something here. But he needs to be ready. Are the chips moving? No. Peacetime is over. Antimaterie is moving across the map. The first thief has just died, and he really should know by now that he needs to get going. Ship is kind of wanting to be ready. Think he's waiting for these swordsmen to come in and go into the ferry. We have like a settlers. No, we don't have a settlers short. Yeah, we do not have settlers. We don't have any settlers shortages on any side. It's absolutely all flawless and perfect. Actually, the iron smelters are getting some more coal again. Okay, I didn't say anything. I think it's completely fine. I just didn't see that this grass was covering the coal from the iron smelter, and it was literally the only iron smelter I looked at. The economy looks absolutely fine. There's coal everywhere. I did not say anything. It's actually more looking like the coal. Is the settler covering gold? No, it's like 3 coal. Yeah, let's have a look more here. So he has like some bowmen that are like kind of like Antimaterie is thinking, oh, he's go around the houses, are some bowmen there, but he just doesn't have vision. He doesn't know that these are bowmen to make him think that there's an actual army. But in the end, it just gives him time to move across with his ships and prepare his attack to violently kill Antimaterie. This tower has no soldier in it. This tower isn't a safe tower. So far, it's only these 2 towers that actually matter. The point to get his troops. Okay. Like, so far the troops are moving to the towers, but now he moved them away. Ships are moving across, aren't there yet. These few bowmen are running away. He's gonna take position of the first barracks as he's moving through the houses, realizing that there are absolutely no defenders. This is completely free. We have 124 combat power for Antimaterie, so that means he got his 119 combat power tick. We do have a few soldiers here at the back, looking like they would maybe want to defend something. I'd love to, like, it's him to place a tower over here and build it, place a tower in this corner, maybe even here, you know? And like try to get a soldier sneaked around and just make sure that you literally can't die, and these 120 swords will do a crazy amount. Like this here will never defend 120 swords. And they just got out. 60 of them, they don't move. Now they move. The ship's coming. And another 60 are dropping. The ship is moving away. And the swordsmen are running. They're running straight down, because as we saw, there are a lot of seas on the map. Now only 4, but they used to be. Here we have some bowmen trying to take a good fight in the wood line, but that concave. That concave is actually crazy. These swordsmen are just trying to look like they're fight. I think they fight pretty well. I think they traded well. These bowmen did not trade well. I think they started okay when these were all standing inside the wood buildings, the foresters and lumberjacks, but not anymore. Absolute obliteration. It does stall a bit more time for him to do his move with the swordsman. First few swords are just inting in. Does it matter? I don't think so. You have 120 swords against, like, what, 30 bowmen? Max 30 bowmen. He did just crush a small tower. This just hurts so much. There is still no soldier. Just move that swordsman down here and capture. Take it. Stall some time. Don't die to the 120 swordsmen. The bowmen are running back. The bowmen are ulting back. Like, literally, these bowmen can just take on 3 shots. And in the meantime, we have 120 swords just walking through. There's no defenders. There's nothing at home. This just wins. And you don't have anything here to defend. Or live. Not defend, just live. It isn't even about defending anymore. It's just about living. But that's not gonna happen. These swords are just gonna capture the large tower at the barracks. And Kaizen makes an upset happening by just winning without even really fighting. Absolutely amazing game and lovely played by Kaizen to know that Antimaterie want to rush on peacetime and just do a backdoor sneak win. Amazingly played. I love it. Like, look at this. The statistics just say Kaizen should have lost, but he barely fought. He didn't even lose half his army in this game, but he has like 100 less soldiers around. He has much less combat power. Now, the large tower fell at the end, so the combat power dropped heavily, as I think the large tower had lots of the beautifications in them. Absolutely amazing match. Holy shit. Okay, I am gonna see if I can get a little bit of an interview with the players. If they want to speak English with me, at least. Hello, hello.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Ich habe in Englisch gecastet. Seid ihr fein damit, wenn wir ein englisches Interview führen? Oder?
I will try, ja.
Okay.
Ich muss gleich los. Also, passt.
Good game. Was my
Yeah,
only chance
GG.
on Antimaterie.
Yeah, well played. Antimaterie, I assume you didn't scout the shipyard at all, right? You weren't aware that there's anything coming?
No.
Yeah.
How many ships were there?
It was
Two.
only 2 because we have as a setting that in one ship you can have 60. In one ferry you can have 60 soldiers. So those were 120 swordsmen, or maybe a little less. Maybe he didn't get the ships completely full, but mostly. So
I didn't
yeah.
know that. I thought you can only have like 7 or something. I wasn't aware that it's possible.
Yeah, like base game is 15, and the ultimate balance overhaul we have 30. There are lots of lobbies around that sometimes even play with 45. And for this map, we wanted to give people more opportunity to do something later on in the game when you have 2 people just sitting there waiting, and you have like a huge bow line in the middle, and nobody can go across because you have the water in the way. So we wanted to have like a way to do something at that point with the ships maybe, and that's why we have the ferry limit set to 60. And now I'm thinking, I'm not even sure if you're recorded in Discord right now. Can one of you talk real quick? On my side, like, say anything, please.
Sorry, me or what?
Oh, good, perfect. I just wanted to make sure that people can hear you.
No, I can hear. And
Yeah, you can hear me, but
Still
people
under
on the
adrenaline,
stream
you know?
can hear you. That is what I was saying.
I got it.
Okay. As a quick question to you, still Antimaterie, before you leave, as you said that you do need to leave quite soon. Did you generally feel happy with your game? I think you had like a little bit over 200 soldiers at peacetime and 119 combat power. Is that something you're looking for, or do you think there's even more potential to play a better round and get even
There's
more?
more potential. Was not happy with the round.
Was not happy. What were some of the mistakes you noticed that you would like to fix?
Still too slow and messed up the third stone mine. There was no fish on it, and somehow so I was on 2 stone mines, and that slowed me down a lot.
Yeah, I was generally wondering. I looked over quite a lot of times your sawmills, at least one of them was laying full, and I was a little surprised that you didn't have your stone wood just perfectly balanced, and you actually had quite a bit of an overflow of wood. While on the other side, Kaizen had a huge overflow of stone, had like a full storage of stone full in the end of the game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even more. Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything to say to your game, Kaizen? Were you happy? I mean, you won with a amazing play. I saw you had lots of sieve. I saw some of them in the enemy settlement. Saw how you scouted there. So how
that was basically my own goal. Was that was for me to not be seen with the swords and with the ships. And that was basically my only chance. So I didn't care too much about like a perfect build order, but to have like a good timing. On that move, and if Anti would have held back some of the troops, then I would have been screwed. Sure. So that went perfectly. You have to play those games like that, I think. So I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah,
it's a perfect way to make an upset happen, and I'm happy to have casted the game. As this was actually quite exciting to see, as lots of things were hinting at it. Like initially, those barracks in the back, I was like, okay, what are those gonna mean? Are you going to try to build a very late game orientated build where you want to stay back, get some medics, get some combat power, and only then do something? Then I did realize that you're only playing 6 swords, and I felt like, okay, I guess you don't play for late game. 6 swords doesn't sound that much. And then, you're scattering all the towers at the back as well, so that even if Antimaterie gets in, he takes a while to actually kill you. Exactly the opposite of what happened when you got in there, where you only had to find a single large tower to take over. Because
I only scouted that at the last minute, though, because it wasn't finished for a long time. And then my thieves got killed.
Yeah.
In between, and like when you moved in, like then I saw the tower, and I was like, okay, now go in on. I'm done.
Yeah.
So lots of luck and a good.
There was lots of luck involved indeed. As Antimaterie just didn't have a soldier standing at one of the small towers he built in the back. The tower was done building for like 3 minutes, but just didn't have a soldier to actually occupy it. That tower would have given Antimaterie quite a bit of time. I don't know, or I don't even think it would have actually made him be able to win, because you could have just scattered your swords and you would have found it if you didn't just scout it anyways. But that was still very unfortunate, as the tower just couldn't be occupied.
Yeah. I mean, the whole strategy would have been screwed if like a third or maybe a fourth of the troops would have been held back. He still would have run me over totally. And would have been safe in the back. So I really was just planning on him to go all in and have that one chance. So,
a little
not much more to say. I don't even know how my build was. Like, I didn't care too much. I was just looking at, like, kill the thieves on the front. Don't let him see anything. And, worked out.
A little bit of mis-scouting makes that happen to you. Any last thoughts of one of you? Anything you want to share before we end this off here?
Thanks for the game and for streaming.
Yeah, GG. Well played. Thank you for the game on my side as well. And I will leave you now. Have a great time. I'm wishing you the best of luck in the ongoing tournament for both of you. If you are, no matter if you're standing 2-0 or 1-1, excited to see your further matches. And with that, I'm saying goodbye to you too.
Thanks. GG.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, that was an amazing match. I'm just gonna scroll through the statistics here a little bit to have it on stream, have it recorded for people that want to know later down the line. Yeah, seeing lots of differences here. And I always forget to do my donation stuff at like another point in the stream, so people could donate during the stream, which would be kinda cool. But as always, at the very end of the stream, I'm mentioning that we do have some costs organizing the tournament, organizing this championship, and would like to not needing to cover all of it on our own. And we now actually have a bracket on the website as well. Nice. The Jagdtiger was like working on it, and he's doing lots of stuff like website and bot and quite busy not getting all the things done at the same time as he's also working. But yeah, we have that now as well. I just posted the link to the website where you can find all the donation information. If you're if you're happy to see matches like this one and want to see more in the future, maybe we are going to organize another large tournament like this championship in the future again. If this goes well, if we don't have too much costs over for us in the end. So yeah, that's one of the things. On the website you can also find the tournament tree, the bracket, what you'd call it, and see how things go there. It isn't like always fully up to date, but at least we're now seeing what the matches are. I'm now also waiting till we actually get upcoming matches on the website, which was planned for the beginning of the tournament, but things are how they are. And yeah, you can check out the website, you can check out the Discord for more matches. That was the last match for me. I'm gonna quickly check out if anybody else is still streaming, but I don't actually think. I think Zen Koala is still streaming another match, at least I felt like that. No, he doesn't. King Cat is done with the match he was streaming. Was there not another match? I thought there was another match after me that somebody's gonna stream. Or maybe it just didn't start yet. That could also be it. Let me quickly check that. Schedule. We do have one more match starting in roughly 10 minutes, actually. Okay. I can raid you over to the channel, but I'm not quite sure if King Cat is already live with it. He is already live with it. Perfect. So yeah, I will raid you over to King Cat's channel, where for the Germans it's perfect because he's probably gonna cast in German. Even if it's not in German, totally fine. We can still watch the gameplay over there and have a broad overview of the match. yeah, he's gonna cast a match. I don't know if I'm gonna cast more matches of this round. I'm usually doing it quite spontaneous. There might be that I still come up like once or twice more before the end of the round. But if not, have some fun with King Cat for sure, and the next time I am going to cast another match. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye-bye.